Excuse me. Hey YouTube, thanks again for tuning in onto the Spartan channel. I would like to apologize if you hear my kids in the background. Start off with that. But I want to talk about going to the gun shop. Now, when you go to a gun shop, at least know what you want. Or if you don't know what you want, at least have some idea about what you want and what guns is what. Don't go inside the gun shop saying that I want the Glock, I want the Beretta, I want the Sig Sauer. Or do you have a Sig Sauer, or do you have a Beretta, or do you have a Glock? They're gonna be like, what kind do you want? You got Glock 19s and Sig Sauer P229s, 228s, 226. So be more specific. You got Berettas, 92 FS, 92. 92 FS, 99, no, Beretta MA1. I don't actually know what's the big deal about all that, but anyway, yes, because I one day I went to the gun shop and I went there. I was going to purchase a hand pistol, and I was going there and I wound up taking a friend of mine with me. And I'm thinking, before we go in there, I let him know, when we go in there, act like, you know something. If you don't know something, don't say nothing, just let me do the talking. So we get in there. And I'm looking at the Glocks 19s and, the Glocks. So I'm looking at them and, I'm okay, so I'm like, I like this one. I like the feel of it, and I asked him, could I dry fire it? And he said sure. So because it's always good, common courtesy, to ask. Don't just start dry firing. You don't want to go into no gun shop and start dry firing because they got to sell that. So you want to ask them if it's okay if you could dry fire. So I asked him, and he said sure. So I dry fired it. And next thing you know, my man that was with me, he like, yo, you can just ask and talk to the guy. You can just go anywhere and just buy a gun. And he was like, yeah. He said he told him it's not illegal to go into a gun shop and buy a gun. You can go inside there and buy a gun. It's just illegal to carry a gun if you're not if you don't have a permit to carry. And the guy asked him where you from, and he was like, my man was like, I'm from Bucks County, and he said, well, it should be easy up there to get it. He said the laws up there, even a carrier license is easy. He said, yeah, well, I'm thinking about getting one and all this, and talking like he don't even know. And I just told this fool not to go in there. Don't open up your mouth if you don't know nothing. And I was like, oh man. So I wound up not getting nothing because the guy, after talking to him, he was like, he said a couple stuff. He was telling him not to do this and not to do that, because he talking like he don't really know nothing. So I wound up leaving out of there, and I never went back to that gun shop. But enough of that. I just wanted to tell y'all about that story. But I wanted to talk about the magazine, about how much the magazine hold on the Firat magnum. It's supposed to hold 15 plus 1 now, but it actually hold 17 in there, and you can fire with 17. Now what I should have put 17 in there already, but I'm going to do it in there for y'all right now. Put it in there. Right now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and when I get to my last 15, 16, and 17, when I get to my last ones, I always like to use ammo that's already been used, as you can see. So that's what I'm doing with my last 3. 16 and 17. This is 17 right here. $17 inside there. Now it'll go in, and the rounds and everything will go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So as you see that it does take 17. So if it takes 17 inside this, so it might take 17 plus 1. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. If you didn't know that the magazine actually takes 17 and not 15 plus 1. Okay. Now, I wanted to show y'all also what I did too. As you probably noticed that on my guide rod, it's not black, it's silver. Just like the P29, I sanded it down. I like the silver look. So I made it all silver. So guide rod is silver. Cause I I like that silver look, so that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So as always, it's been a pleasure. Please, if you have a comment, leave a comment, or you want to talk about something, leave a message. Let me know. And if you like the video, thumbs up. And as always, it's been a pleasure. Please subscribe. Thanks.